Hello everyone, I'm Raja from India. I went to Cambodia as a volunteer in 2018. Cambodia is a beautiful country that overcame the tragedy of a killing field and developed so fast that now it is called the Kingdom of Wonders. It is also the place that transformed my cold and dark heart into a warm one that could feel love. When I was one, all of a sudden, I lost my father in an accident. My mother worked hard each day at her job to raise us 3 siblings and tried a lot to fill the emptiness that was left in the wake of my father's absence. We knew that and tried to live well and be happy. However, we always were sorrowful for our father. One day, a few foreign students came home introducing themselves as volunteers. They would come home often to talk, eat with us, and even teach us dance. Therefore, we could grow closer in the heart. As we talked and shared about many things, our family became brighter. I also wanted to be like them, who gives comfort and happiness to someone like us. After graduating my university, I went to Cambodia as a volunteer. The environment, friends, culture, everything was very new for me as it was my first time. I had lived only in India, so it was really tough for me to accept the new surroundings. Once, I had a severe argument with a friend called Sarak. I could not understand him, so I spoke harshly and hurt him. I felt guilty, thinking I came here to make others happy, but why is this happening? The director saw me and said, Raja, we are the people who can only see the mistakes and faults of others, but we cannot see our own mistakes. But a person who is really wise knows how much they lack. When you know how many shortcomings you have yourself, you will be able to accept others and many can take rest in you. Listening to that for the first time, I was able to reflect on myself. I always saw and tried to point out others' mistakes and correct them. It was just like a frog who thought he was king in his tiny well, thinking that the small part of the sky it could see through the mouth of the well was the whole sky. It believes that the world it sees is everything. I too believed my judgment to be right and forced my thoughts on others. After listening to the director for the first time, I spoke about my heart with my friend and I could able to listen his heart. It made me really happy after my heart changed. Then many things got started to change. I challenged myself to do many works that I thought were difficult and burdensome. I worked with the Indian Embassy. At times, I acted on stage and even the MC at the camp of students. As a volunteer, the most difficult and burdened part was to speak in Khmer, the language of Cambodia, on stage. But each time, Sarak would translate the script for me, recorded his voice and helped me with his best. That one year, I made so many mistakes and discovered my shortcomings. However, because of that, I could share my heart with many people and come out from my well to accept others in my heart. Even in India, many lost their loved ones because of the coronavirus and are living without hope, staying at home, being isolated, living within their own well. I do the work of delivering happiness to such people through the internet broadcasting. When I listen to our viewers who say that their fearful hearts disappeared and they gain new hope through our broadcast, I feel so happy and thankful. My 1 year as a volunteer was a precious time in which I discovered that I could meet a greater world and happiness when I break out of my well, which I had thought as a protective shield. I want to live by continuing to deliver this happiness in the future as well. Thank you.